good afternoon, good morning, good night, family. Wherever you are in your beautiful life of yours. I've said it before, I'm gonna say it again. I like to start my days, especially with this, I'm not one of these influencer niggas. I love to say that. I'm not a guru. I'm very not strict on none of that shit, bro. I don't give a fuck. Maybe one day that'll change, but until then, I wake up, I be in this big cooling. You'll see the very first video here that I produce. It's always kind of like the energy not all the way up. That's all it goes to say. This is remind you. This is an outlet. This shit is a frequency. You gotta cultivate. You gotta put some fire in you, some fuel for that fire, and then eventually that fire is gonna burn and the smoke is gonna build up, and you gotta let it out. You can't just hold that shit in. This is your outlet, you gotta vent. And you can see throughout the progression how the energy will get higher, the words will just start rolling off the tongue. The energy just there. It just comes. And this all just goes to say, find your outlet, man. Find your outlet. I don't care if it's music, a guitar, or fucking exercise, whatever it is. You'll notice just the sudden progression. Very slowly. Maybe you won't notice it for the first, few times you starting new. Stick with it. I always say this to myself. I only plan to do this shit for 30 days. I was watching one of these mentor guru niggas. They was like, bro, just do it for 30 days, please. Just try it. Just try it. And good Lord, thank the over 50 guy, online dad. I forget this man, forgive me. Great man. We're shoveling mountains of fucking trash and shit to this man, just hours listening to these gurus, but this man was spitting so much, that's why I always encourage you to take in these guys' knowledge, and eventually you gotta become one of them. Because as this man said, try this shit for 30 days. Locked in my no porn, nothing, fasting, all of that. It changed my fucking life, gang. I've been out here creating instead of consuming in the most cliche way possible. And I'm glowing, I feel the difference, man. The people that I interact with around me, they feel the difference, man. And I'm looking back, I always talking about it before, I just wanted to get some money. I wanted a little bit more money. So much has changed. Oh my God, man. All off an outlet. All off of finding some productivity in my life. Find more of those, right? Just do it. Just do it. Shout out Shia LaBeouf.